What's up YouTube? It's your boy Itchy Sweatpants here, and today I'm showing you a replay of a World of Tanks game. I'm playing in the Centurion AX, the final tank in the British medium line, and the reason I'm adding this commentary to this gameplay is because it really showcases the ridgeline fighting capabilities of this tank. Now, I didn't know this angle too well when I was going into this game, but I knew the Centurion is great at working ridges, so I thought I'll drive over here and I'll try and find a suitable angle. Now you can see I've found that angle, especially with some bushes that I can use as cover. And the first shot, fantastic, ignites the enemy, extra damage. But I'm spotted because I don't actually use the tree as cover. What you're meant to do is reverse enough so that it becomes solid, and then it becomes much harder for the enemy to see you. I'm still learning this tactic, but when applied correctly, it can have really good results. So the Centurion AX boasts a fantastic 268mm of penetration. That's letting me nail these top tier heavy tanks in their frontal blades as long as I aim the shot rather decently and RNG allows it. A lot of people don't like this tank as they see it as not much better than the tier 9 version, but it's been my favorite tank. Well, the tier 9's been my favorite tank, and I thought, why not try the next one? It's got superb accuracy, but a lot of Russian mediums seem to be stronger. But this tank still is quite capable as long as you use it well. So that time I get punished, I'm repetitively peeking the same angle, so there's no surprise there. My next move, I think, is to try and move further along the ridge to try and throw off the enemies, maybe pile up some spotting too. So I believe we're about 3 minutes into this fight, and I've already racked up 1,600 damage, so the ridge gameplay is pretty strong right now. And I've only taken one shot in retaliation, so I'm playing quite carefully, trying to conserve those hit points, which is always a good gameplay technique to employ in games. Ooh, so that a very nice bounce. And I rush in to punish him, but I can only get the track. It's worth it though, because he does have to burn his kit to get away to safety, and that makes him a lot more risky to follow up track shot. And the thing I've realized about the Centurion AX is you can bounce an incredible amount of shots, but only when you use gun depression. The extra angling that provides on your turret allows you to bounce those top tier guns, whereas you wouldn't if you was just on flat terrain. And as you can see here, I'm loading those special 2 key rounds, the heat rounds, because I really just wanted to get right through that object's turret. But my teammate take care of him anyway, so I'm pretty fine here. And the tide of battle slowly starting to shift. And as you'll see here, okay, I don't get the shot on here, but I'm playing much more aggressively now, because what I've noticed is when the game reaches that tipping point, you want to maximize your damage, maximize your DPS, because most of the enemies are going to be distracted or just in bad positions because your team control the whole map, and this is where you can get the numbers up, and everyone wants to get those numbers in World of Tanks, right? So here's me trying to climb up the silly ridge that I just can't, and I end up having to wait a little, so I'll fast forward through this. And luckily, with this tank's great gun depression, I can just work into this object's angles. Look at this pixel perfect lower plate shot as well. One of my favourite things about the Centurion AX is that it improves upon the Centurion 7.1 in many ways, such as the bloom seems a little better, the handling is amazing, but most noticeably is the reload time down to 7 seconds, which gives you an enormous DPM of about 3.5k, I believe, which is a lot higher than most tanks I'm used to playing. So the game's coming to its conclusion, and I'm loading my Hesh rounds now because I'm sure the next few tanks I'll encounter will probably have thin armor, staying at the back, and I maximize my DPS by using these type of shells. So the first tank I encounter, Progetto, can penetrate if I hit, but the first shot's not so successful. This second one, just waiting for him to cross my scope there, pull the trigger, fantastic damage. And he was the last tank left. I managed to hit him, and that brings my DPS, my total damage I mean, up to 4,000 and 4,900 when you combine that with the spotting damage. There is a big error on my screen, and I happen to get this every time I play Grand Battles, so I'm gonna have to try look into that. But I hope you enjoyed the gameplay. Please tell me any tips, advice, anything in the comments. Hope you enjoyed it. Take care.